Hey there friends, it's Elizabeth here, back with another ink swatching video. In this video, I am swatching some brand new Ferris Wheel Press inks. I received these because I am part of their Jubilee Ambassador program, but you all know that I love Ferris Wheel Press, so I definitely would love to swatch these inks and add them to my collection either way. So let's get started. First off, I wanted to show you guys this Ferris Wheel Press Carousel fountain pen. This is in the medium nib and the Brilliant Beanstalk color. This Brilliant Beanstalk color goes with this ink. As you can tell, it's green and it's gorgeous. So this is what the pen looks like. Again, this is the Carousel fountain pen. I believe this retails on the Ferris Wheel Press site around $20 something. It's a very lightweight pen and a pretty reliable writer, especially considering how wet and juicy and shimmery the Ferris Wheel Press inks are. This handles all of the inks that I've tried in it quite well. So that is the Carousel fountain pen medium nib, and that is in the Brilliant Beanstalk color, and I love that it matches the ink so perfectly. All right, so my Brilliant Beanstalk color came in this adorable 20 milliliter bottle. I love, 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 love how Ferris Wheel Press bottles always look like little mini potions. It makes my heart happy. You can see that shimmer so well right now. I'm gonna give it a shake. So Brilliant Beanstalk is a green ink, obviously, and it has a champagne shimmer, which is really, really gorgeous when you swatch it. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, so I am going to be swatching these inks mainly on my coloring cards, but I'm also going to show you what they look like on Tomoe River paper. First off, I'm definitely going to give this ink bottle a shake because the shimmer definitely takes no time at all settling to the bottom of this bottle. So I'm going to try to work really quickly so that I can show you guys all of this beautiful shimmer. And I really love this color green. Kind of reminds me of kind of a sage green. The shimmer, the champagne shimmer is really just gorgeous. So I've actually already gone ahead and inked up this Carousel fountain pen with the Brilliant Beanstalk color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this pen to write the writing sample on my coloring card. All right, so let's look at the sample. It's dry now. So as you can see, it's this beautiful sage green, and then where the ink pools, it's like a slightly darker green with some beautiful champagne shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer within the writing sample and within the swatch right here. And then when I used my paintbrush to add a little bit, you can see that it just grabbed all that shimmer, and it's so well mixed in between that the whole thing looks like a shimmery green, which is really gorgeous. So that is the Ferris Wheel Press Brilliant Beanstalk. All right, so now we have the Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. This is obviously a really gorgeous red color, so let's open that up. All right, so I actually lost the original footage that I created doing my swatch on the coloring card with this Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake ink. So I went ahead and refilmed it for you all, but that is why the lighting and the setting is a little bit different than previously and what's going to come next. But I hope you still enjoy watching me swatch out this beautiful red ink on my coloring card. This is definitely one of my favorites. I went ahead and added it to my TWSBI Eco Rose Gold the minute that I received this pen or this ink, and I'm going to use that pen to write my writing sample, and then we will continue on with the rest of the swatches. All right, so the last Ferris Wheel Press ink that I'm going to swatch is actually a sample because I wasn't able to snag a full bottle of this, even though now that I have a sample and it's in a pen, I really, really, really wish I would have gotten a bottle of this. This is Ferris Wheel Press Majestic Maple Syrup. All right, so Ferris Wheel Press describes this as a natural wood color with champagne shimmer. I would say that this looks like a very, cream or taupey color to me. I've already put this in a pen. I've put this in my TWSBI white with rose gold. I definitely think that this is a very wet ink. And so far, I really like the way that it looks. It does go down quite light, but it dries to a little bit of a darker color. And then I am also going to use my paintbrush to do a little ink swab. I'm going to try not to use too much because I get this sample from Goulet Pens. And their samples are only about 3 milliliters, I believe. So that's not a ton. On camera, it's definitely coming out a little bit more blush, especially the lighter parts. It's coming out a little bit more blush, but it really is more of a cream color. I wouldn't say that it's super pink. I would definitely say it's more of a cream. All right, so let's take a look at these once they're dry. This is Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. This is what it looks like on my coloring card. This is definitely a really beautiful dark, like wine red. Kind of reminds me of like port wine, but I guess that makes sense because it's Cabernet. And it has this really beautiful gold shimmer. I feel like this one might get clogged in a fountain pen that I own because I usually stick with fines and extra fines, but if you had a medium or a broad, I definitely think this would be a really great fall ink. So that's Cabernet on the Lake. Next up is Ferris Wheel Press Brilliant Beanstalk. This is a very light green with some deeper green and champagne shimmer. The writing sample is definitely kind of more of a lighter green. This reminds me of a lighter version of Peter Moss. I feel like, well, actually, it's not that similar as I thought. Brilliant Beanstalk is definitely a lot lighter of a green. I would consider this maybe more of a leaf green. Here on the Tomoe River paper, you can tell it's a very light green with a deeper green and gold where the ink pools. Very, very pretty. Definitely going to have this in a pen for this month. Next up is Ferris Wheel Press Majestic Maple Syrup. So they say on their website that this is like a wood brown, and I would definitely agree with that with like where the ink pools. The lighter color is more of a cream, I feel like. And it does have that really, really beautiful champagne shimmer, which as you can tell by the swatch down here, it definitely permeates all of the ink when you lay it down with like a paintbrush or something. And the writing sample is also very sparkly, which I really love. So this is definitely going to stay in one of my inks for the fall. This is what it looks like on Tomoe River paper. I definitely feel like it's giving a little bit more wood brown vibes on Tomoe River paper. And as always, you can really see that sparkle. All right, so that is it for me today, friends. Don't forget to use the code STORYTELLER at ferriswheelpress.com to receive 10% off your order, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.